So the Arrowverse have officially got their Batwoman, and it is Ruby Rose. And instantly on my Twitter, or from what I'm seeing from the internet, people are like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? Oh my... What? I think Ruby Rose is a good choice. Now, granted, I haven't seen every single last thing that she's done, but I remember seeing her in Orange is the New Black when I was watching that at the time when she came into the show. I have now recently, thanks to Juice, seen the John Wick fight scene, because I haven't actually seen that movie, and she seems like she's quite interested in kind of things like that, and we'll get into that in terms of Batwoman, because in case you didn't know, Batwoman tends to fight as well. But before I break this down and actually read out the report for this, why not subscribe to the channel for more info like this on all things nerdy and geeky and everything like that, and also be sure to leave a like on the videos. It really does show your support for the channel. I'm looking at you right there, leave a like. Thank you. So now let's actually read this Batwoman casting report. In one of the biggest casting coups for the CW, Ruby Rose has been tapped to play Batwoman. The character will make her first appearance as part of the CW's annual DC Arrowverse Crossover event in December. Rose also is set to play the role in the Batwoman series the CW has in development for next season. While the project is still in the script stage, with a star of Rose's caliber attached and DC Universe architect Greg Berlanti behind it, it is likely to go to pilot and series. I hear the CW is not planning to use the crossover as a backdoor pilot for Batwoman, but instead film a full-length pilot as it did with flagship The Flash. Now, what I'm seeing online initially is that some people aren't happy with the casting, and to be honest, if you ask me, no matter who was being cast for this role, people would shit on it. Like, quite literally, whoever was cast for Batwoman would be critiqued the hell out of. It's just the case. But personally, from what I see, I think she will play a good Batwoman. From what I've seen of her on the small screen, but also with some time to reflect over this, I think, well, not only is she, you know, a lesbian in real life, and if you read up a little bit on her, you will know that probably for her, this role, and the reason why she's returning to the small screen, if you will, is because she's probably delighted and will feel like empowered and feel like she's doing something and representing community in terms of her character, Kate Kane. So it's definitely an accurate casting, and I definitely feel like it's kind of self-explanatory. That is probably why she was very attracted to the role. But not only this is like the first. She will be, and the character, the first gay lead female character for a superhero show in terms of the CW, at least. I think Ruby Rose was also like really attracted to this role because, as I just mentioned, this is like the first proper, like, you know, this is Batwoman coming to the big screen. I think what people need to bear in mind as well is that if you think about it in terms of the Arrowverse, some people were extremely unhappy with Grant Gustin being cast as the Flash, because if you think about it, the Flash doesn't look exactly like Grant Gustin, and then off face value things, it's just like when a new Joker is cast, everyone is like, what the flipping heck, and then not trying to compare this to the level of a Joker being cast, but you know what I mean. No matter what, I guess people just are really not going to be happy, and I recommend to those who are really unhappy with the news of Ruby Rose playing Batwoman, just wait till the crossover to judge. Don't completely judge beforehand. If you've seen some of her stuff and you're not a big fan, then I guess fair enough, you may just really not see her in this role. But I think from what I've seen her in, and from what I've looked up before this video and seen her in some of the action sequences she's done, and obviously that she'll be playing the first gay superhero character to come to the CW screens, which will be very much so personally connected for her as well, and she obviously has an appreciation for this kind of action work as well. I think, man, she must be loving this, and I'm kind of excited for her. I do wonder if she's going to bulk up any more than what she is right now. I'm not saying she needs to get like hench for like the size she is. I just think that in terms of, if you think of you know, her fighting crime and vigilante freaking Bat Family style, I think maybe and it would be obvious anyway that she's going to be working out for this, but I definitely think that she would need to go in terms of more of that direction. But I think that is a no-brainer, and I do wonder as well, what will her hairstyle be like, because she mostly maintains her short hairstyle in real life in terms of also the roles she plays. So I'm wondering with, you know, Kate Kane's red hair, which is usually long with the bat cowl going up like that, I'm wondering if they're gonna make her hair grow longer, or to be honest, with this adaptation, they just could keep her hair but red but short in terms of how it is now. You never know, like it could just be like that. I would love to know what you guys think of that. Would you like for her hair to be growing out longer? I think, to be honest, it's quite likely that her hairstyle will probably stay the same, but she might just be obviously a redhead in the show. But But at the same time, they might not do that because, you know, Grant Gustin, you know, has like what brown hair, and Barry Allen's hair in the comics is not that at all. So they could do a similar thing, but I can imagine that being another thing that people really, really go effing mental about. But to me, little things like that translating to the big screen aren't such a freaking huge deal. I think everyone who criticizes stuff like this, whether it be Titans, whether it be this, that, and the other, I guarantee whichever person is flaming these shows repeatedly for stuff like that, I guarantee they watch a show, whether it be a superhero show or not, but probably a superhero show, where they've been adapted differently to the comics, and yet they probably love it. Do you know what I mean? I think no matter what, you're never going to make people happy. I think I'm kind of, for once, I'm not really that much of an optimistic person, but in terms of Ruby Rose for Batwoman, I'm quite optimistic for how she will do. And at the end of the day, it is quite a prestigious gain for the CW's Arrowverse, because usually, and I think what a lot of people are wondering about that, you know, they're like going like this on Twitter saying, in reply to people saying that it is quite a grab in terms of how she is a quote-unquote a big name. She is kind of, compared to the other Arrowverse guys or gals that we've had cast as the superheroes. Like in the Arrowverse, Ruby Rose has kind of made, I think, a bit more of a bigger name for herself outside of all of this than what the other guys did. I don't know if that made sense. Hopefully it did. But guys, bottom line, well, I think what's to complain about really? Like, I think people may be poking way a bit too much into this because they're like, oh my gosh, she was rubbish in that. But it's like, I'm sure if you look at freaking Melissa Benoist or freaking Stephen Amell or Grant Gustin, there was something you'll probably think, oh my god, like he wasn't actually quite good there, or she wasn't quite good there. I don't know. Potato. I guess at the end of the day, guys, all we can do is wait until the crossover. I find it interesting as well that they're going to give her a full pilot, not just a backdoor pilot in the crossover, because, and what they mean by that is they're not just going to use the crossover as like her first impressions on if she should get a full series order or not. Like, they're going to actually do what they did with the Flash in terms of how he was on Arrow for an episode, I believe, or two, and then they did the pilot for the Flash, an actual pilot, and then, you know, it carried on from there. So they're going to give her a proper shot, a pilot on top of the Arrowverse to see if that goes anywhere. But let me know your thoughts, guys. You may completely and utterly disagree with me here, despite what I've said still, and you might be like, Bobby, you're wrong. But you may also resonate with my feelings, so let me know down in the comments below. But other than that, guys, just thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, why not subscribe to the channel? And also, if you did enjoy it, hit that like button just down there, as it really does show your support for the channel and just gets this video out there in the freaking algorithm. Besides from that, be sure to expand the description box so you can follow me on social media if you want to, and do consider pledging to my Patreon, as it really does show your support for the channel and helps, you know, fuel the content that I create. But all in all, I think that's everything, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Batwoman is coming.